And a warning, this next story is disturbing. A Pennsylvania man is in custody, accused of brutally killing his father and posting a video about it online. Police arrested 32-year-old Justin Moan. In the video, Moan reportedly goes on a political rant, spewing conspiracy theories, and at one point even shows part of his father's dead body on camera. Officials say Moan left the scene but was later located about 100 miles away after jumping the fence at a National Guard base. He was walking around armed but taken into custody with no issues. So let's go into the mind of the suspect in this case. Psychologist Dr. Katherine Kuhlman joins me once again. All right, Katherine, to allegedly kill your parent is already incomprehensible in the first place, but then to post it onto YouTube, I mean, how do you even explain that?
Well, what's really interesting in this alleged killer's history is that there seems to be a progression. It starts off with this feeling of injustice, specifically against the federal government, and his father was an employee of the federal government. So he's got multiple lawsuits against 3 different federal agencies that he claims forced him to negligently take out student loans. When the judge dismissed the case, he demanded that the judge recuse himself because of potential bias. And when you look through his social media, there's a lot of anti-government sentiment. And so this builds up. There's a grudge. He feels like he's been, done wrong by the federal government, and his father is a representative of the federal government. And I don't like the fact that he ended up near a National Guard base.
Yeah, that was almost the irony in it too. I mean, or maybe like targeted.
Right. Yes, that's the part that I'm thinking, well, I'm glad they caught him.
Yeah, it could have been so much worse. Okay, so, explain this whole thing of posting things online, because we talk about that so much. I mean, I think, is it to get attention?
I think a lot of times it is. I think in this case, though, just based on the history and the name of the video in particular, I think that this was a message. I think that he was trying to get people to follow his ideals and his way, and this was an attempt at doing so.
Okay, so we've talked about conspiracy theories before. Why do people get so obsessed with them?
It tugs at our emotions, right? So for example, in this guy's case, maybe there was something that the federal government did. It was money. It was forcing him to do something that he didn't want to do. Right. And that's a feeling that a lot of us can probably identify with. And so you start to tug at people's emotions, and then you start to gain followers because they think, well, that's me too. I totally understand that. Yeah. And if you target the right people, then it kind of starts to escalate.
And when you talk about emotions, I mean, does it start with anger?
Anger, although, anger is kind of an umbrella emotion. A lot of times it can be shame, embarrassment, a feeling of loss, perhaps. But it turns into anger and a grudge.
Right. And then wanting other people to feel the same way as you do, right?
Right, because it validates what you're going through. Yeah. If other people are experiencing it and you can have followers, then it kind of builds you up because then it makes you feel like you're doing the right thing.
Yeah. And empower.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, Katherine, you've been wonderful. Thank you so much for all your insight on all 3 of these cases. We appreciate it.